Jon, who are you just working out with there?
Oh, a guy named Roger. He's one of our teammates. And yeah, good guy. Nice, strong guy. About the same size as Shogun. Arm length. Which, I think he's a little stronger, but same height, same arm length. So yeah, good measure.
Shogun has sort of repeatedly said that you are the favorite. You should be considered the favorite. You're a confident fighter. He's a confident fighter. Do you really buy that he believes that?
No, not at all. I think it's reverse psychology. I think that he's trying to get me to believe my own hype, get me to get comfortable thinking that, yeah, I'm the favorite. Shogun's scared of me. That guy, he's a smart guy. He's a warrior. And, between him calling me the favorite and the biggest odds, it plays no role in the way I'm thinking and the way that I'm training. I know who Shogun is. I know that he's proved more than I have. And I look at myself as an underdog, just like he's looking at himself as the underdog.
You talk about believing your own hype, but you look very relaxed, man. Is that the typical Jon Jones?
Every time,
is that something you have worked on?
Every time, since day one. Just every fight, I've become more and more relaxed. But yeah, I've been pretty chilled out since day one.
And I know you're concentrating on the fight and everything, but every now and then, do you look back where you come from, and where you get into, where you are, and where you're going to?
Absolutely. Getting here is one thing. Staying here is another thing. And I always look back and think about where I come from. And I remember being in college with ramen noodles and things like that, and I never want to go back to that. So that's why I work as hard as I do.
Now, you say that Shogun's using reverse psychology when he calls himself the underdog. Is that what you're doing, since you just called yourself the underdog?
No, I was answering the question.
Okay.
I am the underdog in my mind because, it's my third year fighting. Shogun's been fighting since I was in high school, so there's no reverse psychology in my end.
2 days ago, for your first time,
the emotions? My emotions? I feel great. I feel grateful, and it's a great place to be, and I'm just excited about the whole opportunity.
What's your weight right now? How much do you have?
I weigh 212.
Is that normal?
A little lighter than usual, but I feel faster and stronger, better cardio, lower body fat.
How do you sort of expect him to come out and attack you? You think he'll?
I think he's going to rush me right away. I think he's going to rush me and look for that right knee right away. And maybe I'll go for a shot, and maybe I'll go for a fake shot to an attack. But I think he's going to rush me, and if he does, we'll be ready for that.
And he's kind of compared this. He said he's fought long guys before over him, and guy's name escapes me right now. But did you kind of go back and look at those fights? Is that what kind of easy to believe?
Yeah, he fought the Snake guy that he's talking about. He fought Snake, and then he fought Overeem. But I'm not Snake or Overeem. Where Snake was really great at striking, Snake had zero physical strength. Snake had zero wrestling, and Snake had zero jiu-jitsu. So I'm not Snake. And when he says he's fought Overeem, me and Overeem have similarities of being tall. I think I'm taller than Overeem. I know that my arms are longer than Overeem. I think my strength could match to Overeem, to where Overeem was at that point in his career. But again, I look at myself as an Overeem with better wrestling and better jiu-jitsu and a more unpredictable style. So where he's mentioned that he's fought tall black guys before, I'm a lot different than both of those two.
Hey Jon, can you talk about your beginnings on MMA? How do you get into it? And you're very popular because of all the unorthodox moves you put on the octagon. How do you come up with it? How do you work out with them?
I went to a 2-year school, and when my 2 years were over, I wanted to continue being an athlete, and mixed martial arts was subconsciously with me. I picked up on it my sophomore year in college, and when my 2 years were over, I said, I think MMA would be a great way to continue being an athlete, and that's what I did.
Who do you look up to?
I look up to Jose Aldo and Anderson Silva, Muhammad Ali.
Did you ever think about going to the 4-year?
4-year school? Yeah. I had a full scholarship at Iowa State, but my my girlfriend, soon-to-be fiance, she had gotten pregnant unexpectedly, so I had to put my own goals and aspirations aside, and I think for the future, for being a provider, that's what I did.
How do you think your Greco clinch work will match up with his Muay Thai clinch work?
I think they're completely two different clinches. Muay Thai clinch is a wrestling no-no. So in wrestling, if you grab my hand like this, you're open for a lot of things to happen to you. So I know with the Muay Thai clinch, I would have to worry about 2 knees. But with him Muay Thai clinching me, he'll have to worry about 40 different takedowns. So I feel as if a Greco-Roman clinch. Greco is a whole style of martial art. So when you do Muay Thai, you can go knee, knee, elbow, elbow. Greco is a whole tradition. It's a whole being. it's a whole, you know. So I think Greco versus Muay Thai it's not even comparable, and it's not like I don't have Muay Thai knowledge either. So where I have Muay Thai knowledge in Greco, he only has Muay Thai. So if he clinches with me, I would love that.
Now, for a guy who's nicknamed Bones, you seem to surprise people with the power that you have and manhandling them around. Is that kind of a product of the workouts that you've done with your brother all these years, him being, you know, a bigger guy than you?
Yeah, I've gotten used to pushing around bigger guys for a long time now. I wrestled with a guy named Drake McCoy. He was ranked #1 his senior year in high school, and he was a real specimen. Heavyweight, so I wrestled with him a lot, and I got used to, you know, just being able to grind through things. And my brother, he's we call it hand fighting, and wrestling is where you use your hands to pull down on the head and you attack. It's basically having the ability to have grueling matches and grueling grappling, and that's something I don't think Shogun has. In the Forrest Griffin fight, and in the Mark Coleman fight, everyone says, you know, he came back, he hadn't fought for a year, and he was out of shape. But if you look at Shogun, he walks around with about 7 to 8 to sometimes 12 guys at a time. I highly doubt he came completely out of shape. I think the style of fight is what really gets to Shogun. Guys like Forrest Griffin, guys who aren't afraid to get all over him. You know, Machida stands back. You know, when he fought Machida, they're both like this the whole time. You know, I'm breathing right now. You know, Forrest was in his face. That's what you got to do. You gotta give him a little shootbox. You gotta fight him, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Nice job. I'm working on that. You never know what you're gonna see.
Para estar más informado, visita www.enoctagono.com.